Sowohl Olaf Scholz als Friedrich Merz haben gestern Abend der deutsche Bürger gezeigt, was für die am wichtigsten ist. In der TV-Duell sind die gefragt worden, was die nachts wach hält. Und beiden haben gesagt, Ukraine. Nicht Deutschland, nicht irgendein Problem in Deutschland, nicht tote deutsche Kinder wegen Islamisten, nicht die eingestürzte Brücke, nicht das Riesenenergieproblem, das wir haben, nicht die auswandernden Betriebe, Geschäfte, nicht, dass wir ein riesen Migrantenproblem haben, nicht, dass alles so teuer ist. Nein, Ukraine. That's the most important thing to the two people who are running to be the Chancellor in this country. That's crazy, but actually expected. It's crazy, but that's all they've been doing is crazy shit. Guys, it is Thursday. It's the 20th of February, 2025, and it's now 2:40 p.m. here in Germany. This is the Insanity Report for Germany for today, and we're going to talk about this and a couple other things. Look, it is absolutely crazy that after Annalena Baerbock said that she did not care what the German voters thought, she was squarely on the side of the Ukraine. That was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Still, she was regarded as someone to be taken seriously. Now, people, the two chancellor candidates that were in this TV discussion or debate yesterday, Olaf Scholz and Friedrich Merz, both basically admitted the same thing to the German people. They said to the German people, what is most important to us is not you, it's Ukraine. And it has been ever since day one of Ukraine, right? And before Ukraine, it was illegal immigrants. And before that, it was a bunch of other shit. You know what I mean? They're more worried about everything else than the people in their own country. They're absolutely disgusting human beings. And I would hope that since this TV-Duell TV debate, I would hope that since this was on the mainstream öffentlich-rechtliche or mainstream media, that maybe it was RTL, I don't know. Anyway, it's still mainstream media, corporate media. I would hope that even the normies in Germany saw this and thought, wait a fucking minute here, right? These people want us to vote for them. And they come right out. They don't even try to hide it with their hatred and disdain for the very people that they want to elect. They want them to elect them, right? They hate you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. Again, I say it in like every video. The only time that these German politicians outside of the AfD, the only time they care about Germany or German people is when they need your fucking money or they need you to vote for them so they can go in, cash in, get fat, get happy, and make a bunch of restricting rules on you, sue you because you made use of your freedom of speech or freedom of opinion, and harass the citizens. That's all they're good for. They hate you. They just came out and told every German citizen, even the normies that watch corporate media, that they are not the number one priority. Now, again, I've said it in like 3 videos in a row. Germany has a big PR problem because I don't know of any politician that wants to get elected in any other country that will come out openly on stage right before the election and say to the people that they want to elect them, you guys are not important. As a matter of fact, you're at the bottom of the fucking list, right? You're at the bottom. Illegal immigrants come first, Ukraine comes first, and we come first, you come last. But you better pay on time. You better work hard and pay, right? That's what these motherfuckers are. That's what they said, right? And why is Ukraine important to them? Not for the reason you think, right? They don't care about the Ukrainian people. If they did, they would be trying to reach a peace deal in Russia already for a very, very long time. They haven't done that, and now they're pissed off. Right now they're all whiny and cryy about it. Even the chairman of the Munich Security Conference actually started crying like a little bitch, right? Like a bitch. It wasn't even a woman, it's a guy. A guy after getting told by J.D. Vance on stage that Europe's got a fucking censorship problem and an exclusion problem when it comes to parties that are being voted in democratically by a large portion of the population. And instead of putting their big boy pants on, instead of getting their shit together, what do? They cry like little fucking girls. He gets on stage and he cries like a little bitch. It's horrible. I can't believe that these people represent us. They're a laughing stock. They're a fucking laughing stock. And then they're on Marcus Lutz and everywhere else complaining, oh my God, J.D. Vance, we're not going to accept this from J.D. Vance. Well, I got news for you. Yes, the fuck they are. Right? Yes, they are. Because if you think J.D. Vance and the Trump administration is fucking around, you have got another thing coming, Germany. All right? They are not. J.D. Vance gave Germany and the European Union a warning shot. If Germany and the European Union used to, once again, choose to ignore another warning from America, then they don't have to worry about any fucking NATO problems or any problems with Russia and is the U.S. going to help them or anything. That shit's going to be over. They're not playing. I hope these people get that through their fucking heads. Right? They're not playing. And so now now they've moved on to the next. Now they're all angry and they're at Paris making plans. How can we continue this war? You know why Ukraine keeps Friedrich Merz and Olaf Scholz up at night? Because they don't want the war to end. They see peace is coming and they see, oh my God, we don't want peace. We want war to continue. And why? What's the benefit of for Olaf Scholz and Friedrich Merz if the war in Ukraine continues? Well, first of all, more Ukrainians are going to die. More Ukrainians will end up coming here, right? And I guess they like that. They like that because that's what they're trying to get done. They don't want Putin to win. Well, I got news for you. Putin is going to fucking win, okay? Because Putin is 10 times the size of Ukraine, and without Western weapons and money, Ukraine would be gone in 5 seconds. It sucks. It's a harsh reality, though, right? It's a harsh reality. That's the way it is, right? And yes, Putin was provoked into this war by NATO expansion. It's just that simple. I know everybody out there don't want to say, oh my God, that's bullshit. I know exactly what Putin thinks. Putin wants to remake the Soviet Union because I know what's in Putin's head. Fuck those people. Let's see, right? We can always fight Putin if we have to, but I don't think we're going to have to because Putin's pretty level-headed, and I don't think he has the manpower or the will to take over a bunch of European countries and states, right? Ukraine was a provocation. As long as there's an agreement that Ukraine will not go into NATO, then probably everything will be all right. Will Ukraine get the best deal out of it? No. Why not? Because they made the same mistake as the Europeans did. And let me tell you what that mistake is. They allowed themselves to be led by the nose like a cow with one of them fucking rings in their nose, right? They led
Slow
them.
traffic
They
on
allowed
A81,
them.
E41. Traffic jam ahead between L1185 Rudolph, Diesel, Strasse and L1185 Rudolph, Diesel, Strasse, 2 minutes delay.
All right, so they allowed themselves to be led by the nose by the Biden administration and the deep state in America for all of those years. The reason why all of a sudden the Green Party turned into the war party is because America came under the Biden administration and said, you guys have to fight this war. It's at your doorstep. You have to put money into it. You have to put weapons into it. We're going to help. You're going to do it. That's why they did it, right? And they were under the impression, even though they know that every 4 years the president might change in America, policies might change, but the deep state policies of America have for so long ruled the world that the Europeans never did anything about their own security, never bumped up their NATO payments, never beefed up their own armies and their own defenses. No, they just squandered their money on woke, leftist, green bullshit. NGOs and bullshit that no one asked for. That's what they pissed away their money on, not in defense. And now they're left holding the bag because Trump came in, and Trump is actually doing things differently than any other president before him. So the deep state rule, the USAID money, the NGO money, the fucking free defense from America, that shit is over. Right? Europe is not going to be at the table at Ukraine because they've got nothing good to bring in. Trump will make deals with individual countries within Europe, but he probably won't deal with the European Union. Why? Because the European Union is a ridiculous body that thinks it's way more powerful on the world stage than it actually is. It's actually got nothing going for it. No army, no defense, no military, no money. They're pretty much broke. right? And they're out there fucking pointing their fucking grubby ass fingers at everybody else, telling them how to live their lives, how to do their policies, how to do their governing, who to fucking vote for. And then when JD Vance says something that criticizes their sensible little feelings, then they're all up in arms. Now, instead of getting their shit together, there's even people on Marcus Lunch, like regular people that are on there now that are saying, look, Europe has got to get their shit together. We cannot keep complaining and whining like little girls about everything. We have to face the realities. That's right. The reality is, if Europe wants to be a big boy, right, then they're going to have to act like a big boy and not an opulent, pestilent fucking teenager. Sorry, opulent was not the right word. Pestilent, bratty little teenagers that aren't getting their way, that are being told to shut up and sit in the corner, and they don't fucking like it. Well, they've had time enough. They've had 3 years to make any initiative towards peace, which is the better thing for Europe. Russia's pretty big. Nobody wants to really fight with Russia. As a matter of fact, the relationship with Russia for Europe was pretty fucking good before Ukraine, right? It was pretty good. We got cheap energy, everything was fine, nobody was threatening to kill anybody or fucking go anywhere or take over anything. No, but Europe had to take the side of the Biden administration, which wanted war. America's deep state wanted war, and the Europeans just fell into that shit instead of basically coming up for their own interest. Because Europe and Germany's interest would have been, let's continue to get gas from Russia. Russia is our business partner, and let's let America and Russia sort this fucking Ukraine thing out, because it's America's provocation that caused Russia to attack. If they would have seen it the realistic way, then it wouldn't be a fucking problem. We'd still have cheap gas. The economy in this country wouldn't be completely on its ass, right? But it is, because these politicians don't come up for their own interest or the interest of Germans or the German people, and these other European countries are just as guilty of it. And so now, because they refused to come up for their own interest, now they're left holding the fucking bag. Because now the Trump administration is saying, it's done in Ukraine. It's over. And we're gonna set up a plan, me and Putin and probably Zelensky, because I think Zelensky should be part of the conversation, right? And you guys are gonna do that plan. That's basically what's going to happen, right? And if Europe wants to if Europe wants to be part of the conversation, then they better come up with a really good plan, and they have to pick up the phone, and they have to call President Trump, JD Vance, whoever the fuck in America, and say, guys, we've thought about what you said, right? We've thought about your speech. We thought about the NATO withdrawing and us taking on more responsibility. And here's our plan to do it. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can't do because we don't have the possibility. How much time can you give us to get shit together? The Europeans should take the initiative and approach the Americans. Believe me, I've lived in America long enough. That is what's going to have to happen, because America's not going to come begging Europe to do something. They've given the warning plenty of times. Now they gave an extreme warning on JD Vance's speech, right? And basically, America's now waiting to see if Europeans get their act together and approach America with a possible plan so that it doesn't go completely south, so that America doesn't pull completely out of Europe with troops and NATO and the whole shit, so that America does provide some assistance with the security agreements in Ukraine. Yeah, if they want that shit, they're going to have to try to convince the Americans that it's a good idea to do it. It's not going to be the Americans constantly calling the European leaders and going, well, have you thought about it some more? Do you think you could do something? Please do something. No. This was it. Now it's up to these guys. And these people are morons, people. They might be so woke, so weak, and so stupid that they are not going to make this, they're not going to do it. You know what I mean? And then if America really decides they want to play hardball, Europe's going to have a big fucking problem. I live here too. I would rather not see that happen. It would be better for everybody to get along. That's what Donald Trump is trying to do. He's trying to make everybody get along. And Europe is like a petulant child who doesn't want to do that. No. Putin bad. No. Trump bad. JD Vance bad. No, we're not. No. That's what they're doing. They're stomping around on their little feet, crying with their little eyeballs, and they're fucking going, no, we're not going to do anything. Right? We're not going to do anything. We're not going to do what fucking JD Vance says. Fuck that guy. Well, good. Okay. Well, then that's it then. You know what I'm saying? Take it from me. All right? I know what I'm talking about here in this case. Don't expect the Americans to come beg the European leaders for anything. Right? They have no respect for the European leaders. They've made that clear. Respect is earned. Right? And the Europeans just expect it. You can't expect respect. You must earn it. And if you want to earn it, you're going to have to do your best. And all the Europeans have done so far is whine and cry and moan and bitch about everything that, but they feel so entitled. They're so entitled. Oh, we have to be part of the conversation. We also did stuff in Ukraine. Yeah, you did. But right now, it's turning towards peace negotiations. And you guys don't want peace. You never have. You've always wanted to fan the flames of this war. And their excuse might be, but the Biden administration, okay, but you knew it was going to be Trump. You knew Trump has been saying for 2 years, you know what I'm saying, that if I get back in there, I'm running for president. If I get back in there, it's going to be done in Ukraine. He said it 1,000 times. And Europe knew it. They've had 1 million Tagesschau's and 1 million Marcus Lanzes and 1 million fucking talks and bullshit and Bundestag-redes and all that shit. They've done it 1 million times. They've talked about it. They knew it was coming. And now Trump gets in and does what he said he was going to do, and now they're all surprised, like, oh my God, we don't have time to react now. He just, like, kind of threw this at us. No, he fucking didn't. He's told you, motherfucker, for 2 years. He's told you for 2 fucking years. And even then, everybody knows in all of these Western countries that kind of operate as quasi-democracies that the guard changes every 4 or 5 years and that the policies and things might change. You have to be ready for that. You can't hitch your wagon or put all your eggs in the basket of one country, because you know that when that country's political leaders change, that the policies could change completely. And you can't bet the house on that. You have to. Du musst dein eigenes Interesse vertreten. That's the deal. That's what Europe has not been doing. They have done whatever the fuck that America's told them to do, right? They have not been going for their own interest, and now they're fucked because of it. Because now they're being forced by America to get their act together. And since they're so uppity and petulant and bratty and childlike, there's a chance they won't do that. Right? The Democrats in America are also not learning a fucking thing. Right? You see it. Their attitude is, oh my God, how dare these fucking American goofballs vote for Donald Trump? Right? Now that's the problem. It's them. We're not the problem. We're the Democrats. We're not the problem. Let's cut off little kids' dicks and fucking, let's fucking open borders and the whole fucking crazy shit that hasn't been working for decades. No, they haven't learned a thing. They're still trying lawfare. They're still trying to stop Trump from doing all the things that all of America basically wants them to do. They haven't learned a goddamn thing. And I think these Europeans are the same. I think these European politicians are the same. All they're going to do is bitch, moan, whine, and cry, and hope that maybe they'll get their way anyway in the end. Right? That's what they're going to do. Well, I hope not. I hope that somebody with a fucking brain gets in there. Right? And in our case in Germany, guys, Sunday's the election. It's the AfD. The AfD is your only chance. Again, if you guys vote for the CDU, I don't know. Who's going to vote for the CDU? The guy who's running the shit got on TV and said, please elect me. I stand with Ukraine. But he wants to be the German Chancellor. That's crazy that anybody in Germany would vote for this guy now. Why would they? And, they're so arrogant that they know they can do this. They know they can get up on stage during an election debate and tell the people that are supposed to vote for them that they don't care about them at all. They care about Ukraine more than anything. Right? They can do it. They feel confident doing it. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. Why do they feel confident doing it? Because they've gotten away with this kind of shit for decades, and the people have never punished them. No, they just kept electing the same fucking goofballs over and over and over again. And, you got Friedrich, Merz, and you got Olaf, Scholz, and you got Christian Lindner. These motherfuckers have been there forever. Saskia Esken, fuck those people. These people are completely illegitimate. It's crazy. It's crazy. People, you saw it yourselves. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you or Germany. There's no way you can, with good conscience, vote for people who openly tell you you're the scum of the earth and basically you're last on their list of things to take care of in this country. It's absolutely disgusting. These people are absolutely horrible. And please, don't vote for them. They've told you who they are. So now if Germany decides that it's going to be the CDU and they go ahead and partner with the Green Party and the Red Party, the SPD and the Greens, hey, good luck. Good luck. Then get ready. You better put your pads on. You better put the Vaseline in your ass because you're about to get fucked. I'm telling y'all. And y'all know it, right? The people that are going to vote for the CDU, even the normies, even the regular mainstream media watching normies, they know that they're probably going to get fucked, but they don't care, right? They don't care. Just as long as the far right doesn't get in power. The AFD, the far right. Oh, they're exactly like the Nazis, guys. Oh my God, we got to be so scared. We're so pussy. We have to vote for a party that's going to fucking completely screw us over because we don't want the far right getting in. They're not the far right. You know what's going to happen though? If nothing gets done about this immigration shit, which it won't, under Friedrich Merz or Olaf Scholz or fucking whatever his name is, Habeck, you know what's going to happen? The real far right will come, right? And then the AFD will be the last fucking thing you people have to worry about because eventually the real far right will come out and start taking care of this immigration problem themselves. And nobody wants that. I don't want it. Y'all don't want it. They don't want to have to do it. I guarantee it. It's going to cause mayhem. But they're not going to sit quietly forever. You know, regular German people are also going to start standing up and fighting their own battles because the government is not capable of helping you. The government does not want to protect you. They don't want to help you. They want to help illegals. They want to help Islamists. They want to be the fucking morally virtuous people that go around the world telling everybody what the fuck they got to do. But they're not going to live up to their own goddamn example. No. So it's going to be you that has to protect your kids. It's going to be you that has to protect yourself. So the next time you get into a fucking knife fight with some Islamic maniac, you better have a knife on you. You better know how to protect yourself. You better teach your kids how to protect themselves because the government and the people under them are not going to do it. This is serious business, people. It's a serious thing, okay? This is crazy. This is lunacy to elect these people and give them power again after all that they've done and all that they've said openly to your face. Like I said, I'm going to say it one more time. Annalena Baerbock said Ukraine was more important than the Germans. Friedrich Merz has now admitted that the Ukraine is more important than Germans. And Olaf Scholz, it was clear to begin with, but he said it also because he thinks that's probably also a good election move to go ahead and say, yeah, Germans, we hate you, but we're all for Ukraine. Look, these people are horrible people, and they should be removed from power as quickly as possible. Please do it now. Don't fuck around anymore. Don't give them any more time to do any more damage to this country. Guys, if you want to get all my stuff delivered directly to your inbox, including the articles, all right, you got to go to my Substack and subscribe there. You can do it for free, but you can also do it for $5 a month to support me. I would appreciate that greatly. The Substack's on the screen, but you go to itsallaboutlogic.substack.com, and there you will get all my content. On the video platforms, I have to be careful. TikTok deletes a lot of videos, so some I cannot put on there. And so if you want to get everything, you have to go to the Substack to get it. That's the deal. Guys, have a good day. Think about what I said. Please, everybody go vote and vote for the party that's going to actually do something for you as people and for this country. Vote for your interests. Don't vote for other people's interests. That's about it. All right. Have a good day. Peace out.